Hi guys, Lady Yoga here, and this is Yoga Quickies, where you tell us what you're working on in your yoga or fitness routine, and we deliver it to you in 5 minutes or less. So this one comes from Rose in upstate New York. She is new to yoga, and she contacted us via Facebook. She wants to learn how to use props in the yoga room. Well, hopefully you have a good enough teacher that's going to teach you how to use the props. But if you're a little unsure, or she or he is moving a little bit swifter through the practice and you're a little unsure, then hopefully we can go through some of the usage of props, and that'll help you out when you're back in class. So let's just talk a little bit about the props. And no, not what you're voting for in this election. But the props that you're going to use in your yoga room do not have to be specific to the yoga room. You can use and improvise things that are in your home. So your yoga Mexican blanket is just a really easy foldable mat blanket that you can use. But if you don't have a blanket, you can feel free to use a bath sheet, like a very large towel, bath towel, or beach towel is great, or just a regular old blanket, not a down comforter. That's not going to work. For your blocks, a regular old block that you can get. All of these things you can get on Amazon.com or any yoga accessories website. But if you don't have a block, you can use a book. I would say a hardcover. Stephen King is really, really good. Big old thick books that you can just use at the base of your spine. It's really nice for heart openers. Same thing with your bolster. If you don't have a beautiful firm bolster that's nice and long for the length of your spine, that you can get on Amazon, pretty cheap, easily washable, then you can just use your pillow, the pillow that you sleep on, or you can take said blanket or bath sheet or beach towel and roll it up. Same thing goes for your yoga mat. So once you roll up that yoga mat, it makes for an awesome way to open up your heart. So you can use your yoga mat, roll it up, place it underneath your heart, and that is a fantastic improvisation, because most people have yoga mats if they're going to yoga class. The most intimidating, I would say, is the strap, and we'll go through that. Obviously, you don't get to choose in a yoga room if you've got the metal or the plastic. Some do have choices, but if you are going to shop online, I would get the metal. It's just got a firmer grip. The plastic is good as well. And if you are in the yoga room, I would pick the metal over the plastic any day. So let's go through a few things. Put 5 minutes on the clock. Things that you can do at home, or ways to set yourself up in the yoga room. So one of the things we use the block for is to sit upright. You can also use your blanket or a bolster if you didn't grab a Stephen King book. And so the tendency when we're sitting is, especially if we're working on a computer a lot, is we round forward, or our knees are super high because our hips are a little tight, right? So a nice way to kind of give ourselves a boost is to sit up on a block. And we don't really want to sit exactly on top of the block. We want to sort of sit so that we feel the sits bones, so the very, our bum, the two little nuggets at the base of the spine can help find that space between the front and the back butt. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. So you want to bring the weight slightly in between the front and the back. This is going to help keep the low back nice and long, and it helps keep the circulation nice and flowing from the upper body to the lower body. So if we're sitting here for even 3 or 4 minutes, we can lose feeling in our feet, or we tend to get tight in the knees or the ankles. So this is kind of just releasing a little bit of pressure. And for your blanket, if we're going to roll it up this way, or we're going to do it the flat side, if you're doing the heart opener this way, you'll just take it to, ladies, right where the base of your bra strap is. That's where you'll take the blanket. And then you can rest your head down on the floor. So you'll want to keep the arms so that it's just above the blanket. And the same thing goes for if you're going to use the blanket this way. Make sure you've got a little bit of a distance. Keep it the length of your spine, and that is just juicy. You could stay here for the whole 5 minutes. Oh God, it's so good. Same thing with the bolster. So you want a little bit of distance, about a fist between your tush and the bolster. Same thing for when you're doing a twist or child's pose. You want a little bit of distance, so you have some space, some room. That would be shorty. I think we've got a package. Okay, and so the toughest one is probably the strap. So we'll go through this a couple of times. Usually the strap is used for, I love this one, in restorative or gentle posture, where we wrap it around the low back, around the thighs, and then the feet. Whoopsie, I'm already doing it the wrong way, right? And you want a nice taut grip with the strap. So this is why I recommend, and it's almost like you're getting traction if you use it for the low back. We also use it in advanced classes to help us prepare for inversions, and at the same time beginning classes to help us with, you know, the chaturanga, the plank to the low plank. Okay, so basically I'll get a little close up, get a little closer. Okay, so just take that buckle. Again, ideally it would be the metal kind, you got a little bit more tautness. Okay, and then take it, have it face you. And then you'll take the strap and then just place it at the lower level, right? So basement level, sending you away. So send it away from you, away from your mat. And then you'll take it towards you like you're threading a needle. But who does that anymore, right? And then you'll take it to the upper level. So penthouse towards you. So you're going to the penthouse, guys. And then pull, pull, pull until you find where you're gonna put it, right? Make sure that the buckle is not on the joint or pressing into the joint. And here you've got, well, this is a little bit wider, but this is pretty taut. And so you can come into your, we're gonna use this. We actually use this in one of the videos that's coming up. So this is kind of just a nice setup to get you ready to go. It ain't going nowhere, guys, but I am gonna go upside down. And then you can do the same thing. So say you were working chaturanga in a class, and then at the very end of the class, you're gonna do a nice gentle posture. One of my favorites, around the hips, forward of the thighs, and then around the feet. Outside edges of the feet, inside edges of the thighs, right at your sacrum, so not your low back. And then you can pull, pull, pull. Again, you want to have that strap away from you. Keep it on your right side. I mean, if you're a lefty, I would say you could keep it on your left side, but ideally on the right side if you're a righty, and hold on to it. So hold on to it here once you got it nice and taut as it's going to be as you're sitting up. Hold on to it as you lower down. Some people will actually have support underneath you. So I'm going to take the block, the flat, fat side right underneath the shoulders, right? The very base, thank you, timer. The very base of this will be right where your bra strap is, ladies or men, where someone's going to give you a hug, right? Or your lats, your angel wings. So you'll pull, so the buckle is away from you. Pull, pull, pull. Oh. And then you'll feel, then you can let go. And it's gonna hold. It's gonna hold that tightness, right? And almost pull your low back. Oh, so you have traction. And then you can take the block any height, right? Long, skinny side for a little bit more openness through the throat. Short, skinny side for a little bit more openness in the back of the neck. Right? And then when you're ready to come on up, so it doesn't go anywhere, you want to pull and come on up. So just to show you in the restorative, this part, whoopsie, this part is away from you. So literally almost like you were wearing a belt. I sort of feel like a flight attendant here. But yeah, so you want that the strap to be facing you. You go through the basement, away, and to the penthouse, up, right? And so great for restorative postures, right? The buckle is facing away from you, right? Where you thread it towards you, the penthouse, that's coming towards you, basement is going away, right? And then that's your nice taut grip for your chaturangas, your inversions, your restorative postures, and Rose, you're good to go. Jazz hands. All right, guys, thank you so much. This is Lady Yoga for Yoga Quickies. If you want to subscribe below and let us what you want to know, we'll teach you right here in 5 minutes or less. Well, maybe a little bit longer than that. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye.